Mediums and liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist time for a week outlook. We're first going to look into the potential for severe weather coming up here in the Midwest and into the Southeast, coming along for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday week. First, take a look at this potential 30 hours out. You see we get a low developing here, so the potential is going to be here. Start off with, if you're moving along, it really starts to strengthen by hour 48, and that's going to, like I said, we're going to lay right at warm front and cold front will probably be at this point, and there you go. Potential there is going to be in Alabama. As it moves to the east, this is going to be west of the Delaware Valley. This is going to be a warm event. This is not going to be a cold event. You're not going to see the snow that you'll want. Your weather potential will increase for the eastern United States by the time Wednesday gets here. As the thing strengthens and moves off the coast, cold air will move in, and then the potential for some changeover could occur. Continuing the DFS run, the high pressure then builds in for the next low, which will also be extremely strong, starts to push in. And at hour 162, we get a Miller B type of system trying to develop here and form off the coast. You'll see the cold air at the 540 line, deep trough coming here and moving out. That's deep. Before this happens, we get severe weather. After it's really cold air. And this is the date of, so you can see this is going to be a deep trough pushing down, moving up. Can this negatively tilt? That's the question also. Will this low stay in place? This low be further south and east? That would really blow up some issues here in the Northeast. That's stuff we all have to keep an eye on. And you see this is going to hook back into New England, bring around the cold air through the, and give you the probably some good lake effect system with the warm air really starting to kick back in to the middle western United States. Here's the NAM model, as you see here. We don't really get this thing kicking up until tomorrow. When we get to tomorrow, but into the next day, you get that low moving out. Some severe weather will then still threaten this area over the next 3 days, and we move further along. NAM also shows a sharp contrast with your snow being in the interior parts of New England by hour 84 off the coast of Cape Cod. Here we get a little snow punch in behind it. We'll have to see. That's the NAM model and what it looks like at this point. Euro has a similar solution here, and it's still to this area, still severe weather potential, with the warm air sector being where I was talking about on Friday, and that thing would then move to the northeast for up rain, heavy rainfall, so likely possibility in the area of the northeast with a little bit of a wraparound, maybe towards Cape, and moves out to sea, and then the next storm, much like the other one, will get this really, really, really strong crop coming to the Midwest and really pump by hour 168. Very cold air drop into the Midwestern United States. The slow starts here, high over here, warm air would be back to here, and we'll take some more severe weather before this comes in. And this is also negatively tilted trough, which could cause some issues with snow in the Midwest. I mean, you gotta look at all this information. It could be very interesting by hour 168, especially with two models being pretty consistent on the fall. We do have some tonight in parts northeast Texas, part of Arkansas and Oklahoma. Even places here along the southeast coast, LA and north, nothing else. But when we get into tomorrow, this is going to be a major difference. I mean, tomorrow, which is the day on Monday, we're going to look at something a little relatively worse situations going on here. We see a bigger area we find in Texas, through the same area we are tonight. The potential is going to be in here for the high winds and tornadic activity, more generalized, and we move day 3 or Tuesday, which is even scarier. We're being 3 days out. This potential moves east big time, and we're looking at severe weather probabilities here. Alabama, Mississippi, straight up as a 30 percentile sitting here. So this is going to be your area for tornadic activity right in here coming up. So this is something we got to keep an eye on. This is something that's going to be interesting, and then day 4 it'll move east towards the Roanoke area. So something we got to keep an eye on, and we will. Let's take a look up to soundings for tomorrow's event in Texas. Here is your sounding. You can see changing the wind and height at low levels, and definitely getting higher in the upper levels. And you don't see a cap here, which is a good thing. We would look for the cap. You know, something were to come across and back would be a cap, and we don't see that. See potential for damaging winds and tornadoes now with this potential. So the heliograph is not rotational all the way around, but it does have some rotation in it in certain locations. So this is something to keep an eye on. When we go down here, we do have the supercell potential, and we go over here. I'm still not reading Cape and all that very good right now, but 2600, at least 1500 Cape, large hail, high wind, and that would be sort of potential of that. That was Dallas' Shreveport, also not capped. Very clean heliograph, and sounding changing with the winds and height, increasing with height with wind, so it gets towards tilt on an axis, slow at the bottom, higher up top. That'll give you your downdraft over here, updraft here, and that's what's conducive for tornadic development. And the heliograph actually looks good. A lot of wrapping, so you see this here and pulls out. That's good for the potential for tornadoes. And also you can see 2100 Cape. That's good Cape, flipping that to -6. That is some good stuff right there. And this Shreveport would be a better area for the potential tornado. So I would look at potential tornadoes definitely in Shreveport tomorrow versus Dallas. So if you're a chaser, I would go with Dallas. Here's a synoptic data. You get the 11 over Arkansas. Like I said, Shreveport will be in a great position tomorrow for possibility of tornadoes. This will move to the east. East staying dry. By the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, here's the warm sector. And that would allow severe potential here and move east. No real cold airs over the eastern United States, so that's going to allow potential for snow to be minimal. Moves to the east, starts thawing out a little bit. Warm sector actually be in the Philadelphia area, so even some isolated severe weather along the coast would be not out of the picture. Cold air above it to give some snow here in interior New England, and the next storm starts moving into the Midwest. Let's move on. The next system, high pressure built in, the next system comes in, the strong system comes in the northwest, and that'll be affected by day 7 as the other storm pulls away. The low will be way up here in Canada, so the whole area from Canada straight to the Gulf will be warm and not cold. So snow potential will be unlikely. For the next strong high moves in north, strong low, and that'll be where you get the very strong skip coming up soon. Like I said, this front barely moving, making a move to the east. And that's because of a strong high pressure system. Current forecast 56 overnight scattered showers 70 on Monday, 65 Tuesday, and 63 on Wednesday with showers. Thursday, Thanksgiving will have 61 sunny skies. So the potential will be Tuesday with the warm air in place for the potential for severe weather. And it'll be nice towards the weekend. They were liveweatherblogs.com for all your latest weather information. For liveweatherblogs.com, meteorologist, you need every day and evening.